Welcome to Reflect with Ed Fassio. Get ready to experience one of the world's first 100% digitally generated podcasts, where we take a step back, dive deep, and strive to learn new things. Join us as we unpack thought-provoking ideas, personal reflections, and inspiring stories to help you stay in the know. Reflect is brought to you by the minds at ByteBrain and powered by emerging technologies from Google, HeyGen, OpenAI, and 11 Labs. Thanks for tuning in. Now, relax and prepare to reflect.
All right, so get this. We're diving deep into AI agents today.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and I know what you might be thinking. Oh, not another chatbot conversation.
Right.
But trust me, this is different. This is way beyond Siri or Alexa. We're talking about AI that can actually reason and problem solve like humans.
It's next level stuff, really.
We've gone through a ton of fascinating videos from AI experts, even dove into some IBM research and a keynote speech that just blew my mind. And today, we're going to break it all down for you.
Cut through that hype.
Exactly. So no more getting lost in the AI jargon. We're going to uncover exactly how these agents work and, more importantly, how they can revolutionize your work and life. Ready to have your mind blown?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's start with the basics. What exactly is an AI agent?
You know, it's funny because a lot of people get tripped up on this, but it's actually not that complicated. Think of it like this. You're not just feeding an AI information anymore, you're giving it a goal.
Yeah.
But here's the real kicker. The agent itself figures out how to achieve that goal.
So it's not just about following instructions, it's about problem solving.
You got it. Think about, let's say you need to prepare a presentation for a big meeting tomorrow. Now, instead of just asking your AI to find a file, you tell your AI agent, hey, get this presentation ready. And what does it do? It accesses your calendar, it looks through your files, it might even do some online research all on its own.
Wow.
Yeah, that's AI agent autonomy in action.
That's seriously impressive. So it's not just one task. These agents can juggle multiple steps.
Oh, absolutely. And they actually get better at it over time, too. You know, it's like, remember when we were talking about that AI expert, Alfie Marsh?
Yeah.
He breaks down some key characteristics of these agents, and one of the biggest is their ability to learn and remember. It's huge.
Right. It's like they're constantly building up this specialized knowledge base, learning from every single interaction.
Exactly. But it's not just about memory, though. What makes these AI agents really powerful is that they can actually use tools. We're talking internet searches, navigating databases, even running other software. That connection to the outside world is what makes them so powerful.
So they're not stuck in just one data set then. That's kind of what I always pictured with AI. Like it only knew what you told it.
It's a common misconception, for sure. But think about it. If an AI can access and use the insane amount of information and tools we have online, its capabilities become practically limitless. That's the game changer here.
Okay, so that's starting to click for me now. So what does this tool use actually look like in action? I mean, can you give me a concrete example?
Sure. Imagine an AI agent that can write a report for you. And I don't just mean compiling information. I mean actually structuring the report, pulling in relevant data from all different sources, maybe even creating visualizations.
Wow. So it's not just about analysis. They can actually execute tasks. This is way beyond anything I've ever seen.
It is. And it all comes down to breakthroughs in AI reasoning. It's basically the agent's ability to think like a human expert would, breaking down these complex goals into smaller steps, making decisions based on the information available, adapting to new information as it comes in.
Okay, so they're not just following like some pre-programmed rules, they're actually reasoning. That's kind of unnerving, but also amazing at the same time.
It really is a massive step forward in AI development. And what's so crazy is that this shift, this move towards AI autonomy and sophisticated reasoning, it's happening so fast. And that's actually what we're going to dig into next. Like, what are the real-world implications of this technology? How is this already changing how we work?
I gotta say, this whole AI reasoning thing is pretty wild, but you're right. Let's talk about what this actually looks like in the real world. Is this just some futuristic fantasy, or are people actually using AI agents right now?
Oh, it's happening right now. Remember that digital marketing guru, Rick Mulready, we talked about?
Yeah.
He's a perfect example of someone who's already using AI agents to basically run his entire business.
Yeah. In his video, he was saying how these agents are like having a whole team of assistants, like working around the clock.
Right.
I mean, it sounded too good to be true.
It's easy to think it's hype, but honestly, These AI tools are becoming more and more accessible and sophisticated every day. What Mulready's doing is really a glimpse into the very near future for a lot of us.
So what kind of tasks is he actually handing off to these AI agents? Like, give me the highlights.
Well, picture this. Never having to answer another customer service email again.
Okay, now you're talking.
Mulready's AI agents can handle those inquiries automatically, even crafting responses that sound just like him, using his brand voice and everything.
Okay, that's huge for anyone who's drowning in their inbox. But what about more like complex tasks, like say marketing campaigns?
Oh, well, Mulready's got that covered too. He's actually using AI agents to design and launch entire email marketing sequences. Like he'll give the AI his goals, his target audience, the key messages he wants to get across, and the AI takes it from there. It writes the emails, schedules them, the whole shebang.
So he can focus on the bigger picture stuff instead of spending hours on subject lines and stuff like that.
Exactly.
I like where this is going, but what about content creation? That always takes me forever, especially making everything sound right for different platforms.
Tell me about it, right? But that's another area where AI agents are becoming crazy valuable. Mulready uses them for content repurposing. So let's say he writes a blog post.
Okay.
His AI agent can take that same content and like magically transform it. It turns into social media posts, email newsletters, even scripts for short videos, and it's all still in his voice and style.
Hold on. So it can actually adapt the tone and style for all those different platforms.
It's all about understanding context and knowing how to adjust the message. And it's something that AI is getting really good at. And that actually brings us to a super important point. The future of work isn't about humans versus AI. It's about humans and AI working together. And that's something that Dharmesh Shah, the co-founder of HubSpot, talked about.
Yeah. His keynote at Ironbound was mind-blowing. He was talking about this agent ecosystem idea, right?
Yeah, it's a powerful concept for sure.
Yeah.
Shah's argument is that just like the App Store changed how we use our phones, this whole agent ecosystem thing is going to completely transform how we work and interact with technology in general.
An agent ecosystem, it sounds kind of cool, but also a little scary, to be honest. Like, are we all going to have to learn how to code our own AI armies or something?
That's the really interesting part about Shah's vision. He's not saying everyone needs to become a programmer. It's more about making this technology accessible to everyone. It's like, think of the App Store, right?
Okay.
But instead of apps, it's AI agents.
Oh, okay. So instead of building these agents ourselves, we could like browse through a bunch of them and kind of hire one for whatever we need.
Exactly. Need help organizing your schedule, booking a trip, even doing research for a project. Boom, there's an AI agent for that. Yeah. And just like apps, some might be free, some might be subscriptions. And you'd have agents for every industry, every profession, you name it.
So like I could have an AI agent that's a whiz at marketing analytics, and someone else could have one that's like a legal expert.
Exactly. It's all about putting these amazing capabilities into everyone's hands, helping us work smarter, not harder. And this goes back to something Shah said that really stuck with me. He said, AI doesn't make you less valuable. It actually makes you more valuable.
I love that, because I think a lot of people are worried AI is going to put them out of a job. But what you're saying is it actually frees us up to do more of the stuff that really matters.
100%. Think about how much time we waste on the boring, repetitive stuff every day. Scheduling meetings, dealing with emails, data entries. AI agents can take care of all that, and we can focus on strategy, on creativity, on building relationships, the things that humans are uniquely good at.
Okay, that definitely makes me feel better about this whole AI thing. But I gotta ask, what about these AI agents? Like going rogue? I mean, those sci-fi movies where the AI turns on us, it's kind of freaky.
It's a valid concern, for sure. And it's definitely something that the people creating this technology are thinking about very carefully. The key is to make sure that these AI agents are aligned with our values, our goals. They're tools. And like any tool, we have to use them responsibly.
So it's all about putting safeguards in place, making sure we're giving these agents clear goals, clear boundaries.
Exactly. And this is an ongoing conversation. As AI keeps getting more advanced, we have to keep talking about the ethics, about safety, about how to make sure this technology is a force for good in the world.
It's definitely a lot to process, but AI agents are here to stay. They're going to be a big part of our future.
No doubt about it. And that's why it's so important to stay informed, keep asking questions, and be open to this future where humans and AI work together to solve problems and create all sorts of cool new stuff.
I'm with you on that. And on that note, I want to leave our listeners with something to think about. If you could have an AI agent to take care of just one thing for you, what would it be? What's that one task that's eating up your time that you wish you could just hand off to someone or something else? Think about it.
That's a good one. And remember, AI is changing fast. The more you learn, the more ready you'll be for whatever comes next.
I couldn't agree more. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the world of AI agents. Until next time, keep exploring, keep that curiosity alive.